Hey guys, welcome back. Got my coffee. Got yours? So after 2.5 months of waiting, this is finally here. Oh, somebody said hello on Facebook. Hello. Anyway, after our intro, we'll discuss what this is. Alright, so welcome back. This is a self-defense stick, as you're seeing by the title. They range anywhere priced from $28 to $108-ish. I've seen a few higher than that, but the $28 one is missing one of the implements on the inside, and it's one section shorter from what I can see by the pictures. This was sent to me to review. The guy that sent it to me originally told me it was coming from Italy, and I was stoked. Hey, something other than a China piece. That being said, it's not that bad, really. I'm disappointed it came from China, not Italy, but overall, I kind of like it. Would I pay for it? No. So let's go over what we got here. See if I can get it back apart now that I got it together. We got a glass breaker. These are carbide tips. Out of just dumb curiosity, I went and dragged it across a piece of glass, and it cut the glass pretty well. If I'd have made a circle and tapped it, it probably would have knocked it out. But I didn't do that because I don't feel like replacing any windows. But yeah, and this whole thing is pretty heavy, so I mean, if you need to use it, it's going to work. Next we got a little sleeve. If needed, at this end you could actually put something in here if you wanted to. And you can even take that end off, and if you had to. If you had to. Next little section, if I can get this apart right spot, is a side. It locks into place. Pretty decent lock. Will it hold up? As long as you're not trying to cut down a tree with it, probably. I mean, if you're just going grass or self-defense, you know, where you're trying to hook and pull, I think it'll do all right. The blade itself, it's not David sharp, but it is pretty sharp. It's got a good tip to it. I haven't messed with it because it looks like it's pretty cheap steel. It is stone washed, which gives it a nice look. I mean, looks kind of cool. See if I can get you a close-up of that here. Angle it so the light gets on it all. Zoom in and zoom out. Okay. And it takes down. Pretty decent. And just to make sure I don't cut myself, I use that as a fulcrum. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. And we'll just shove this back in here so I don't cut myself. Then we got another section, and there is a little bit of room in between each section, you know, in here, that if you really, really wanted to put something in each section, you could. No reason to. This, pretty nice little knife. It's got a really nice tip to it. Again, this part's not as sharp as the other one was, but the serrations right here, pretty sharp. I mean, be great for scaling a fish, you know, however you want to do it. No flex to it, it's too thick to flex, so it's not going to fillet any fish. If you were careful, you could probably use it to spear fish, or in a self-defense situation, you got a heck of a lot of strength right there. And I mean, that's probably 2 mil thick right there. It's also stone washed. And I'm assuming I'm going to be able to put a decent edge on it. Like I said, I haven't messed with it yet. It just showed up. And we'll put that away. Now we got another little section here. It's got a saw and a rope cutter. It's actually in the center, so if I had a round file, which I don't, I could probably put a really nice edge on that and almost make it a gut hook if needed. But it doesn't look too bad. Again, we're talking a 2 mil thick blade here. It's right in the center, so yeah, a little bit of work with a round file would make that really sharp. As far as the saw blade here, now you assume, since it came from where it came from, it'd probably be junk. Now it is small. You're not going to be cutting down any huge trees with it, that's for sure. But these are offset teeth with a valley down the center of it, and it's going to be kind of hard to get a good picture of that. I'll try and get a picture and put it up for it. Looks like it'll do a pretty decent job. And, if I can remember, my brain ran away last week. I will get some footage of me cutting something with it. Alright. And at this end also comes off. I just ain't got the hand strength right now. There it goes. And again, you could put something at this end also. Maybe some lead, add some weight. But actually, you don't really need to add weight. This thing's fairly robust. Once I learned where it was coming from, I was actually, like I said, almost disappointed, but now that I've got it here, I'm impressed. Just wish it would have came from Italy. It'd be nice to have something exotic, so to speak. So, would I buy one of these of my own? No. It's one of them, what I would consider a prepper's luxury item. It's not something you need. It is kind of cool. Is it tactical? Borderline. Because half of those tactical items just ain't cool at all. They're not even functional for real world situations. Excuse me. Time for a drink. Anyway, but this does function. And like I say, it is robust. I mean, if you use this upside somebody's head, you're going to break a jaw. You put their face on the end of one of these, I mean, it's going to leave a big mark. Not to mention, you can configure this into a fighting, two-handed fighting stick. Take it apart, right? Nope, not spot. And you can set this out however you wanted to. You know, if you needed something self-defense wise, you know, there you go. Or however you want to do it. I mean, it's obviously stupid moves, but you get the idea. I wasn't trying to impress nobody with my knowledge. I will throw in a gratuitous slap on a bag of ice with it. I'll throw that in up here if I can. Sorry for the crinkly sounds, guys. I gotta cover my camera up here a little bit. It is raining out here. So this is the side point. That's pretty good job. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Maybe stuck here. And after all that, still pretty solid. It's got some weight behind it, so it does I'm not going to try and do a tip test to see if it'll break, but it ain't bent. So where's the next section here? There's that one. Probably didn't get that on camera, did we? Goes right through the ice, no problem. Not a very good shot. What's it for? Obviously self-defense. Where would I put one? Put it in a inch bag. Yeah, that would work. A get home bag? Depends where you're at. If you're living in an urban environment and hit the fan. Alright, sorry I had a little interruption there. Bug out bag? Yeah. Inch bag? Yeah. If you got the room for the extra weight. You know, kind of a get home bag. If you're in an urban environment and you think you may come across unfriendlies, then yeah, that'd be a good spot too. Like I said, this has got some weight to it. It's not light. It's O-ring sealed each section, so it's not gonna, you know. It's a luxury item. It's not a must-have. It's a cool have. Borderline tactical, but you know, is it worth the 80 bucks most places are charging for it? Depends on your budget. If you've got a budget that you can throw 80 bucks away, search around, you might find it for around 45 to 50. You say, well, is it worth that much? To me, no. Probably 40 bucks is most. Well, you know, I'll give it 50 bucks. It's worth 50 bucks. I'll give it that. Yeah, 50 bucks. But it is solid. I mean, now if this was made, you know, somebody here in America made one of these, it'd be $120, $150 for one of these. That's just the way it is. Oh, why do I have these on here? Seems how you were wondering. My sister was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. She is right now cancer-free. She went through the surgeries. She's recovering, so thank God for that. But these are on here just to remind people to support people with cancer. You know, if you know somebody that's got cancer, you know how it affects their life. If you don't know anybody that's got cancer, ask your friends. Maybe they have family members. You know, and it's not something that most people want to talk about. So, you know, some do, some don't. Anyway, that's why those are on there. Back to this. Now that I've got one, and you know, I've looked it over, if you can find it for 50 bucks, and you can throw it away, basically. I mean, if you're doing it for preparing, it's really not throwing it away, you're just trying to get an extra peace of mind. And you don't have any other weapon, you know, for whatever reason. All these blades are under 3 inches, so they're not considered concealed weapons in 90% of the areas I've been in. Now, I don't know about California or Massachusetts. Yeah, I've got to be careful. When I drove truck, we called it something else. But maybe in New York it's not a good idea. But most places, you know, as long as you're not carrying it down the stick, swinging it around, you know, looking threatening, you should be okay. Just, you know, use common sense. Really ain't much left to say. You know, if you can swing it, get it. You won't be disappointed. I'm not. You know, wish it had come from Italy, but you know. So, okay, that's it. Not really much left to say. So I'll just say, see ya.